Hello my dear children, how are you all today? I hope you all are healthy and happy. So children, for today's English lesson, we are going to continue with the first chapter from your English supplementary reader book, An Alien Hand. And you know that we have finished the explanation of the text and also the 2 comprehension checks that were on pages 3 and 5 respectively. And we had started with a few extra questions. We will be continuing with that first, and then we will move to the exercises that follows. We will be also doing the meanings that of some words that are there in this text, in this chapter. Okay, so without any delay, let's get started with writing of the extra questions first. Okay. We will be continuing from number 4. Now the 4th question is, why do ants want alien creatures to live in their nest? Their nest. So why do they want it? The answer will be, some creatures give off some pleasant smell to the ants' senses. Others give sweet juices. And some are just pets or like playthings like cats and dogs to humans. Okay. So why do ants want alien creatures to live in their nest? Some creatures give off some pleasant smell to the ants' senses, others give sweet juices, and some are just pets or like playthings like cats and dogs are to humans. Here you will be having one are to humans. Okay. So this is your answer. Now moving to the 5th question. The 5th question is, why do ants train the green fly? Why do ants train the green fly? So why do they do that? The green fly The green fly is the ant's cow. Ant's cow. The ants train it to give honeydew like milk with a touch of their antennae. With a touch of their antennae. They milk it just as we milk cows. Okay. So children, this is your fifth answer for extra questions. Why do ants train the green fly? The green fly is the ant's cow. The ants train it to give honeydew like milk with a touch of their antennae. They milk it just as we milk cows. Okay. So now let's move to number 6. Number 6. What do you know about worker ants? What do you know about worker ants? Worker ants live in their reserved quarters They search for food most of their time. They do only their share of work. They also take care of the grubs. Okay, so this is your sixth answer from extra questions. What do you know about worker ants? Worker ants live in their reserved quarters. They search for food most of their time. They do only their share of work. They also take care of the grubs. Okay, now moving to the seventh one. The seventh question is, what do you know about the queen ant? This is somewhat going to be a lengthy answer. What do you know about the queen ant? So let us write down everything we know about queen ant. The queen ant is known as the mother ant. It has a pair of wings. It bites them off on her wedding flight. This flight takes place on a hot summer day. The queen leaves the nest and goes out to meet a male ant. Or drone. High up in the air. On its return to earth, it gets rid of its wings and then does nothing but lays eggs. Okay, this is your complete answer. Now, what do you know about the queen ant? The queen ant is known as the mother ant. It has a pair of wings. It bites them off on her wedding flight. This flight takes place on a hot summer day. The queen leaves the nest and goes out to meet a male ant or drone high up in the air. On its return to earth, it gets rid of its wings and then does nothing but lay eggs. So children, with this we have finished the question answers. That means we have finished the extra questions. Now we will move to the exercises that's just right after the comprehension check on page number 5. So we will be doing that now. Exercises, this is on page number 5 of your book. The first question, what problems are you likely to face if you keep ants as pets? So the answer is, you can write this answer on your own, children. You can write this one on your own, but still I am writing for some of you, those who don't wish to write it on your own. Keeping ants as pets is not an easy task. They will create disturbance disturbances at every step. They will walk all over the way. They may bite us frequently. Bite us frequently. They may destroy our household things. We will have to keep an eye on them all the time. And it will affect our daily work. So children, here is the answer for the first question that's on page number 5 under the exercises part. Keeping ants as pets is not an easy task. They will create disturbances at every step. They will walk all over the way. They may bite us frequently. They may destroy our household things. We will have to keep an eye on them all the time, and it will affect our daily work. Okay. So now moving to the second answer, that how do they communicate portion? How do they use their fillers as communicators? Okay. Now writing the second answer, number 2. Ants' fillers are their communicators. When they meet their fellows. First they greet them. Okay, let it be like full stop, and then first they greet them, and also get and exchange information about food and their destination. Okay, so this is your answer. Ants' fillers are their communicators. When they meet their fellows, first they greet them and also get and exchange information about food and their destination. So children, we are done with the question answers. Now you can find that in the next page, on page number 6, you have some blanks to fill. Okay, actually it's just houses or dwelling places of some animals. We have to see the box below it and we have to fill in the words that is appropriate for a particular blank. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's fill in the blanks now. Now page number 6. So soldiers, okay, let me first dictate it for you. Soldiers live in barracks and birds in, where do birds live? Birds live in nests, right? Much like a snake that rests in a, where do snakes live? In a hole. No horse is able to sleep except in a, where do horses stay? Where do horses live? In a stable, yes. And a dog lives well, mind you, only in a kennel, yes. To say hi to an ant, if you will, you may have to climb an ant hill. So yes, all the animals and all their dwelling places have been given here through this beautiful poem. You can read it, and now we can just fill in the blanks. First, moving to the second line, the answer is and birds in nests. So I won't be writing the first line because it's already complete. Soldiers live in barracks and birds in, so birds live in nests. Birds in nest. So the blank is nests. Again, much like a snake that rests in a hole, right? You have some other words also here. I am not writing that, but you have to write it down. No house is able to sleep, no horse is able to sleep except in a stable. So the third blank is stable. And a dog lives well, mind you, only in a kennel. So a dog's house is called a kennel. To say hi to an ant, where do ants live? Ants live in, you will have to climb an, yes, ant hill. So children, here is your answer to the poem that's incomplete on page number 6. Birds in nests, in a hole, except in a stable, only in a kennel, have to climb an anthill. So please complete this one. And now we will be moving to the meanings of the chapter. Some words are really easy, but with some words we will be writing the meanings. Okay, so there are almost 10 words that we need to write. So let's get started with it. Okay, so the first word is creature. You might have heard this word a lot of time. So here I am making you write the meaning. Creature means an animal or beast. An animal or beast. Number 2, anthills. Mound of earth or dirt dug up by ants to live in them. Okay, anthills. Number 3 now. Fillers. feelers, an animal organ, such as antenna, for testing things by touch, or for searching for food. Okay, now the fourth one is nursery. A place or a room used by young children specially used by young children. Nursery, a place or a room specially used by a young children. So you have 4 of the meanings right here. Now we will be writing the next 6. Fifth is grubs. Grubs means the larva of an insect. Here it is ant. The larva of an insect is grub. Okay. Number 6, barracks. Barracks means a building or a group of buildings used to house soldiers. Okay. Number 7, reserved. It means kept specially for a particular person, or section of people. Next, number 8, colony. A collective noun for a group of ants or people. Now number 9, discipline. The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior. Okay. Now number 10, the last one for this lesson is loyalty. Loyalty is a devotion and faithfulness. To a nation or a cause. cause or people. Okay, so a complete devotion and faithfulness, that means loyalty. Okay, so children, with this we have finished our lesson. We have finished this chapter, the tiny teacher, and I hope you understood the lesson and you finish all these exercises by watching these video lessons. We will be discussing the question answers in your online classes as well. So children, thank you for watching the video. Do join me in your next video lesson. Till then, take care of your family and yourself. Bye bye.